Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently situated at the most northern point in all of Denmark. Or actually the most northern point is out there, but I'm not gonna be able to make it because I also have to go to the most southern point of Denmark. All within today. So I'm gonna run to the train station in just a few minutes. And then we'll see if I can make it. But before I do that, I have to admire the view. But I have about 4 kilometers worth of walking or running down to the city so I can make the train so I can get going. It should also be said that I'm not traveling alone. I'm traveling with my friend. He isn't the best English speaker, so he will be speaking to me in our native language, which is Danish. I'll put subtitles under him on the way, so enjoy the video.
As you can see, I'm up here at the most northern point in Denmark, and I'm traveling all the way down to the most southern point, which is down here in Gedser, or a few kilometers out of Gedser. As you can see what my past self is doing, it's quite a long distance, almost 350 kilometers. But that's just in a straight line, that's from a bird's point of view. We're not flying, we're traveling by train and bus and legs all the way, which I will show you a somewhat route on the map right here. As you can see, that almost makes the whole journey 570 kilometers. I can travel to 3 other countries in that distance.
While my friend is tying his shoes, I'm gonna tell you a bit about what we're actually gonna do. Get a bit more into the details and shit. We are right now at the most northern point of Denmark. A place called Skagen, near the city called Skagen. We're going to go to Gedser, and this most southern point of Denmark. We're gonna do it the fastest as possible with public transit. Basically, we're only gonna use trains and buses because the plane would be too slow. The boarding process and all that, it just wouldn't work out. So we're gonna catch a train and we're gonna take it all the way to Aalborg. After that, we're gonna change to another train, which will take us all the way to Ringsted. Then we'll take a regional train to Nykøbing Falster, and then we'll take a bus to Gedser, and then run the last to get the fastest time as possible. So we'll see how that will be going, and I'm gonna be teleporting to that light tower over there. Alright, we're at the lighthouse. We are just gonna walk the rest because we are kinda ahead of schedule, but I'm gonna try and show you some of the interesting stuff that goes around here at Skagen. There isn't really much to look at, but that's because it's just pure plains. Like, there isn't really that much, except for this lighthouse and this Master Miata and the shipping yard in the distance. So I'll clip to whenever something interesting happens. And guess what? Something interesting just happened. There's a giant radar dome. I don't know why you would find it interesting, but it's a giant radar dome. So. And there is another lighthouse. This one is right there. We're gonna walk such a long distance. I feel like my legs are gonna be hurting after this. Oh my gosh. It's beginning to fucking... There's a fucking... You just stepped on it, you Well, it isn't there anymore. But anyways, it's beginning to rain. I think I want to get out of here because it doesn't look like it's gonna get any better anytime soon. So, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. Now the sun is just shining at my fucking neck again. This is the most normal Danish weather ever. And you can tell it hasn't been that long because that sign is still there. So, if you guys didn't know, we were kind of being obliterated by the Germans in the Second World War. which is why you will find these concrete slabs just situated on the beach, just chilling. It's the German forts, German bunkers. They just placed them here to feel more safe because they knew they were doing stuff wrong. We didn't really resist. We fell in under 6 hours, but like they can still be seen. We're starting to see the first signs of civilization and the fact that we're entering a city zone. By the way, Skagen should be pretty beautiful. I'm really expecting much from the city. Oh well, Skagen is a town, isn't it? It's not big enough, is it? Somebody Google it and put it down in the comments. I don't know if you're able to hear it, but it's getting really windy out here. Like it's pushing against me, it's making me lose progress, so this is not good. There is another tower. It looks like a lighthouse, but I'm not completely sure what it is. I think I found some kind of trebuchet or an oil drill. I'm still not completely sure what this is, but it looks like something that could fling something or someone high into the sky. The reason you're watching this in just 2K is because I want to upload videos more often. And if I post it in 4K like I'm recording, it takes forever to upload and to render because my computer is kind of trash, but I don't make any money of this, so this is all for your entertainment. So I'll try to upload videos more often. I'm gonna speedrun the whole Copenhagen transit network soon, so subscribe if you want to see that one and if you don't want to miss it. I know what this tower is actually now. Up there you would light a flame, and that would be like the form of air raid system we have today, where the sirens are hailing and all that. They would just light the flame, then the next tower that could see to would light the flame too. Everybody that saw around the towers that they were lighting the flames knew that they had to go inside because something bad was gonna happen. In Denmark we call that a bound. Sometimes we just place it on a tall hill too, like Ejerbavnehøj. So that's what that tower is. So far I've seen a lot of places where you could just stay, like people renting out their own rooms, sort of like Airbnb, but a bit more private, I guess. I've seen like 6 or 7, now 8 places where you could just rent fucking rooms of people. That's crazy. Most of the houses in the city are very pretty. This one is, however, abandoned and eroded. So I hope the city will be looking prettier after this turn to the left. Yeah. I mean, it looks alright, like, it's actually way better. But that median in the road, this is so much better. This is very pretty. As the town is getting bigger and bigger, the further we go into the center, it gets more, well, I wouldn't say pretty, but pedestrian friendly, which is also kind of pretty. I mean, there's this path we're going up to right now that just, instead of going next to the road, it goes just between the trees instead. I think that's very cool.
By the way, for some ungodly reason, always some of my footage get corrupted. In this case, it was the station review. I'm so sorry. It just got corrupted. There's nothing I can do about it. And I don't have time to go record it again, so yeah, I'm sorry. Just cut straight to the train. And just before we depart, this is an Norgeskianvender Alstom Coradia Lind 52 with a top speed of 120 kilometers an hour.
Well, that was it from Skagen. Looks like we're fully on the way now.
Sista dagen på förskolan. Det börjar förskoleklass. Vad sa du?
tell you all about the seats this time. I'll be doing a trip review some other time. I'll go here again someday.
Undervejs opdateres informationsskærmen. Toget kører til Aalborg. Toget standser kun ved tryk på stopknappen.
Oh yeah, and these smaller stations all the way until Frederikshavn is request stops. I think that's quite unique. Well, now we are at Skagen. And on to another beautiful patch of plains. Not really going to be anything interesting going on, I don't think. I'll cut to when something interesting happens, or else I'll just cut to Skagen. See you later. Alright, we are going to go and find some food. We have about an hour of waiting time here anyway, so might find some kind of restaurant or something. We find this articulated bus very interesting, so we're gonna go and check that out. We have located a McDonald's further up the road. So we're gonna go and get some lunch or brunch, whatever you call it. And then we're gonna head back to the station, hopefully in time for our train. Alright, got the food. Now we just take our opportunity to ride this Plus bus back to the station. This Plus bus is actually very interesting. It's like regular bus, but 3 articulations, and it has real platforms instead of just a silly little bus stop. Something I also really like about these buses is the fact that they have outdoor speakers, so they tell you where the bus is going to, what number, and so on and so on. This is an interesting way of seating. Overall, first impressions, operates just like a normal bus. Doesn't feel any different, just slightly cooler. Definitely gonna revisit that sometime. See, the question is now, where does our train depart from? What platform? Oh, model railway. Literally the best thing about a station. 4. Platform number 4. I think I see it actually. That's over there. Right over there. That's our train. This time we actually took ourselves together and booked seat reservations, so we don't have to worry about getting there before everybody else or getting kicked out of our seats. So that's very nice. We have seats 15 and 16 in coach 71. Never mind, it was 72, but still. A thing about this is just came from the depot. It might actually be a quite a while before the doors can be opened because there's nobody in the train. It's just sitting here empty right now. Oh, that's not for us. Døren kan åbnes.
Roskilde, der
Ja.
trækker.
Ja, det må sige, jeg er lige blevet færdiguddannet, så det bliver lige en stor fejring. Ja.
Alright, so we have these 2 seats. Alright, so a quick briefing of the situation. This is ours from Aalborg to Ringsted and from Aalborg to Ringsted. These 2 people won't join us until Aarhus, which means we have 3 seats at windows and we can place our bags here without any problems. So this is just very nice for a very long journey. We're going to be on this train for approximately 4 hours, so maybe even 5. It's actually insane to believe that right now it's 1:30 a.m.
Half one.
It's 1:30 p.m. actually. I am very good at this English clock shit. It's 1:30 p.m. right now, and we are getting off this at 5 p.m. We are going to be sitting on this train until 5 p.m. and then we'll get another train and sit there for at least an hour or 2. Well, we're departing in 15 minutes. I will put the camera down and I will see you at departure. Guys, we might be fucked. Our train is delayed by 7 minutes, which means we have minus 4 minutes to catch our bus. Unless we can find some miracle. Vi skal bare være den her indtil det er den ikke kører længere jo. Right, we found the miracle. This train is going to take us to another train that will make us make the bus. So we are counting on this train to not get delayed by any minute at all. And we just got fucking delayed, so let's go.
Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Alright, so basically we just arrived in Ringsted. And we very much counted on the train to take us all the way to Nykøbing Falster, where we would change for the bus. And that train got delayed by like 15 minutes, which meant it would arrive 4 minutes after our bus would depart, which would be catastrophic. So we ended up quickly jumping on a train going to Næstved, where we will catch a regional train that's going to Nykøbing Falster. But aren't we already catching a regional train? Well, to understand this better, you have to look at this map. This map shows that there are 3 services going to Nykøbing Falster, a slow and a fast one, which means we could quickly go down to Næstved, catch the slow one, and still have about 5 minutes left until our bus. And all that we figured out in under 30 seconds.
Let's go find a seat. Alright. We're starting to slow down, so let's head down to the doors. I do not know the platform on this station, so hopefully it's just be this door.
Her kan du skifte til tog mod Nykøbing Falster.
That's
Toget
us.
kører ikke videre. Har du bagage, så husk den, når du forlader toget. Vi håber, du har haft en behagelig rejse.
They are very fast paced with the announcements in this train. Turns out the platform is that is great.
Nogen skal man...
Hvad er det, man tager billeder af? Er det din mad? Simpelthen, det smagte jeg lækkert. Gør det det? Hvad tog du billeder?
Alright, we made it to Gedser. Now we gotta find our bus, and hopefully that will take us to Gedser, which will give us the opportunity to complete this challenge. If we won't make the bus, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep as I go home. The bus should be just outside to the left though. We will have a look. And we found the bus towards Gedser. This might actually be doable. If this is doable, I've been awake for 22 hours. I don't want to do this ever again. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the air conditioning is really pumping in some air right now. Alright, we're off. So far this has been a interesting journey for sure. I'd actually just fix this. It's broken actually, I cannot fix this. This is a bit of a change from the electric buses in Aalborg. These are definitely not electric. Well, we just looked at some Google Maps and we found out that the whole town of Gedser only has one convenience store, which closes 20 minutes after we arrive, which means we're gonna spend a little of our challenge time to buy some snacks for the return trip back home. Since we also need to do that, we can't just teleport and shit. But then we'll just leg it down to the most southern point. We should have plenty of time before our departure home. So I've been sitting in this bus way too long, please help me. What the fuck is that? If that's another one of those towers where you light fire on top of it, that's definitely weird. Ooh! A mill. That's very pretty right there. I think I see water. Out there. Yes. The Baltic Sea. We started today at the Atlantic Ocean with the North Sea and Baltic Seas meet, or the sea called Kattegat. Now we're at Østersøen, or still the Baltic Sea, but two different oceans. The Atlantic Ocean and the Baltic Sea, not really oceans, but you get my point. Imagine not being able to stand up in the bus. Alright, we're in Gedser. Arguably very boring and ugly compared to Skagen. Show a clip of Skagen right here. Alright, but anyways, we're going to go into the Dagligbrusen, that's how you pronounce it, and get some snacks and then go down to the most southern point. I feel like I need to be strategic about this. Ignore that. Down here there's something that looks like something. Why is everything so expensive? I think I found something I want. Oh, what the fuck is this? Nope. Anything here that might look interesting? I'll take one of these. I just got a GPS going and some snacks, and we gotta walk for an hour. We will just make it back in time to get home, but we're gonna play it safe. So, oh, there's chess. There's chess over there, though. Nah, stay focused. What is this church? It's not white like most of the others. Overall, it feels kind of like a German city. Kinda, because all the signs are blue instead of white and red. But I'm gonna drop the camera, get some steps in. I'll put the camera up when something interesting happens. It's almost like these people took some inspiration from Skagen. However, they were not as good at it. It looks like we are coming to the town's end. Going on to a beach, something that's gonna be so nice to walk in, am I right? Looks like we're coming out on a beach, but it's still an asphaltated road, so that's good. Is that a ferry down there? Why has it got two giant towers from it? It's one giant tower. Why has it got a giant tower? Somebody explain me this. Why would a ferry ever need a giant tower? What is that out there? That looks like just another post. But that is just outrageous. Why? We've got some markings up in the sky for the ferry to see from its giant tower. Ooh, and we got some green energy going down here. So far there's more to see than in Skagen. Just not my type of stuff to see. I mean, it kind of looks abandoned compared to Skagen. Skagen is active, had that radar dome. This just has a standard radar post up there. A sonar. Wait, what the fuck? Can I scope there? That is that's a hangar ship. That is definitely a wait, that is not American, is it? No, it's not. Wait. That is French, isn't it? Isn't it French? If it's not French, it's Russian, but it isn't Russian because then it would be smoking all over the place. So far we found out that that warship out there, yes, the warship out there is not active on the radar. We cannot find out what it is, but we have to assume that if a NATO ship is out there, which it is, there's a Spanish ship out there right now at the time of recording, that it must be fine. It cannot be anything that serious if there's a NATO ship just behind it over there. So 54 degrees east, the most southern point in all of Denmark. We've got to touch the ocean, no way. After about, I don't even know, 10 hours, 11 hours, it's so relieving to be seeing the ocean this close and to going down and touching it to claim that the challenge is done and completed. That's a very big drop. I wouldn't want to fall down there. Is there any way we can get down there without falling to our deaths? Maybe over here. I don't think so. I don't think we're supposed to even be going down here. There's a lot of scrap down here and chairs and shit. Alright, so apparently we cannot go any further without permission. So, well, I gotta find the tip of the spear right now. Well guys, this is the most southern point in all of Denmark. We've gone from the Atlantic Ocean at the top of Skagen in Skagen down to Gedser at the most southern point in Denmark, from the most northern point to the most southern point in about 11 hours. Is this journey recommended for you? No. If you like trains? No. It's not recommended at all. I am so tired, I cannot wait to go home. But I am so happy I completed this challenge. And thank you guys for watching along. If you skipped along, it's fine. There will probably be some boring times, but the video has to reach a certain length. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. And goodbye.